Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm back in my house. Anyway, the Acolyte has just continually bombed. It's lost another percentage. Rotten Tomatoes going crazy. And then, of course, mainstream media is just shilling really, really hard for the series as well. And it's kind of what you expect. Look, at the end of the day, it's capitalism, right? This is capitalism. You can't push these agendas onto people that aren't interested in a capitalist society. It's just not possible. You have to sort of enter into some kind of weird fascist dictatorship if you want people to accept these messages, right? It's just not going to happen under a capitalist society. So everyone has basically rejected this nonsense. Even the critics are starting to reject it. 83% on the critics, 14% audiences. And then you've got absolute nonsense articles such as this from Slash Film. So I thought we'd take a look at this because it's just comical. So this is what we're going to be looking at today, guys. Please do hit subscribe if you're new here, folks. Turn the bell notifications on. If you missed my review video, I'll leave it linked above. I had to do it from my car. I was out and about all day. I've literally just got back. It's been a bit of a nightmare. But anyway, let's take a look, shall we? So this was released today. So as it gets lower and lower, literally episode by episode, it gets lower and lower. And then all the shill media comes out and just defends it. And it's just bizarre. So the Acolyte's Rotten Tomatoes audience score brings out the Star Wars fandom's dark side. Oh, no. Lucasfilm and Disney have made garbage. And you deserve to be pummeled into the earth for it. That's it. People are just expressing themselves that it sucks. It's fine. Justified. So it says here, well, it's happened again. Oh, yeah, what's that then? Doth pray tell. A high-profile franchise project starring women. What you mean, like the original movies? Just wheel out the woman. She's a woman. Can't critique this. It's a woman. That's not how it works, mate. Members of the LGBTQIA community and or people of colour. Pretty certain Lando Calrissian was black and he was in the original trilogy. These people. Pretty certain Mace Windu wasn't lambasted. Pretty certain Queen Amidala. Like, John, what are you talking about, mate? You're full of it. Anyway, it's been review bombed by audiences on Rotten Tomatoes with the most vocally intolerant corners of a sprawling fandom making their voices heard loud and clear. Star Wars The Acolyte is the latest project on the receiving end of this tactic, with the show's audience score having fallen to 14%. Nah, it's lower now, mate. Oh no, it is. Sorry, I thought it lowered to 13. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, to 14% as of writing. By comparison, its score with its critics is 84%. Yeah, which goes out of touch there. And there's barely anyone's reviewing that either. It's only 141 people, so that doesn't say anything. That's terrible. Even the critics can't be bothered to watch it. At this point, as only the 5th sentence of this article begins to unspool, I imagine a lot of fans are already bracing themselves, ready and waiting to wade into a discussion that's been happening in some form or fashion for a decade at this point. Hey, they'll say, I just genuinely think this show movie sucks, okay? Don't lump me in with these racists and misogynists who go out of their way to give projects like this 1 star just for the lols. Okay, well, let's see where she's going with this. Or he. Oh, Ben. See where he's going with this. Over the past decade or so, this has happened with more projects that I can remember. 2016's Ghostbusters, that's a real bad example to wheel out. Star Wars The Last Jedi, that's a real bad example to walk out. Marvel's Black Panther, didn't happen with Black Panther, actually. It didn't happen with Black Panther. Everyone reviewed that. Literally, anyone who negatively reviewed that got called a racist. So it was like near universal praise. So no, didn't happen with that. Like, don't change it. Billy Eichner's gay rom-com Bros. Mate, that was the gayest thing ever. Not even gay people wanted to watch it. It was so gay. Alright? Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, HBO's Watchmen. The list goes on. But one of the most drastic cases was for Marvel's Captain Marvel. Great. And the campaign against the film was so strong, it caused Rotten Tomatoes to overhaul the way the audience score functions on the site. Before that point, any user could leave a review at any time. Now, only users who verify that they've purchased a ticket through Rotten Tomatoes' parent company Fandango can leave reviews that count toward the verified ratings audience score, which is prioritized over an all audiences option that takes a little more work to locate on the site. But that verified methodology only applies to movies where purchasing a ticket is a requirement. For TV shows, all bets are off. Oh no. These people literally want to have control over everything. Like, people call everyone else a fascist. These are the ones which are fascists. You want now control over this? Okay, cool. The Acolyte is admittedly not great, but it doesn't deserve this. So say you. Other people say yes. Here's the thing. I'm not even a huge fan of The Acolyte. The Acolyte creator Leslie Headland is the co-creator of Netflix's Russian Doll and the writer-director of films like Bachelorette and Sleeping with Other People. Sounds great. Great for kids. Broadly speaking, I like her work quite a bit. She directed the first episodes of The Acolyte, and as someone who has largely tapped out of all things Star Wars in recent years, with the exception of the excellent Andor, I found plenty to like about the first 2 episodes in the show. I thought I had a lot of promise heading into the rest of its season. You can listen to a whole podcast. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I've also historically been a fan of Kogonada, whose feature films include the low-key Indies Columbus After Yang. He directed the 3rd episode of The Acolyte, but unfortunately this is where my interest in the series fell off a cliff. With no disrespect intended to the people who surely worked hard on this production, I personally found this episode of TV to be stylistically inert, poorly performed, and narratively uninteresting. But you still don't think it deserves 14%. Obviously all art is subjective, and while I don't have the time or the inclination to dig into Rotten Tomatoes systems and definitively prove that some users have purposely tanked the score, a 14% Rotten Tomatoes audience score for this series is too extreme. How? To pass without comment. How? It also seems clear that at least some of these folk are doing this in bad faith. You know, they're doing it in good faith to get people to stop, you know, making shit. Which I think is actually, you know, that's fair. Normally I'd shrug my shoulders. But that check cleared from Disney, I guess. But despite film's best efforts to constantly point out how flawed Rotten Tomatoes is as an institution, with its frequently misunderstood critic score and the fact that it was hacked and some of its scores have been artificially manipulated, and also it was revealed that they were buying critics' reviews as well. It's taken hold in society to such a degree that casual viewers still use it as a last line of quality when deciding whether to watch something. And when a score has been obviously manipulated, it rubs me the wrong way. Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking Ben here. No! No! Got to jump in the negative review. No! Piss off. Tit. Most people don't spend their free time tracking stuff like this online. They have jobs and lives and families and other things to deal with all day. So when they plop down on the couch, think about giving a show. Anyway, it says next time you're interested in something, don't look at Rotten Tomatoes score. If it's bad, you can always bail. So he's basically saying just watch it anyway, is what he's saying. That's legitimately his argument. But that's not how art should work. And I understand that feeling of not wanting to waste time watching something you don't... Look, I was having this conversation with someone the other day, actually. Yesterday. Like back 10 years ago, you'd give more things a chance, right? You'd be like, oh, I'm willing to sit down and give this a chance. Because the percentage chance of it being good was higher. Now, there's a plethora of shit. So the higher percentage chance you'll sit down and watch something and it turns out to be utter garbage is incredibly high. So people don't do that anymore. Make better products, people will give more products a chance. That's how it works. Idiot. Anyway, I've got nothing else to say. This guy's a fool. His argument is just give it a chance. No, don't. It's crap. But if you enjoyed this video, please do hit subscribe. Give the video a like and a share. And if you want to support further, please do. Patreon is the first link down below. We get demonetized here. That'd be great. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.